Hey everybody, welcome back to our second Playmaking Live. My name is Bradford Forehand. I'm the Director of Education at Red Mountain Theater Company, and I am so excited to be with you today. We are going to do another of my favorite stories, but first, we need to talk a little bit about setting. The setting of a story is the place and time that story takes place, and I need your help to help me create the setting. First, I need you to put your arms out just like this. Yeah, put them up and start to wave them back and forth just a little bit. We are all going to create an ocean together. So we're now just a nice gentle ocean, like you might see at the beach on a nice calm day. And I believe that the ocean makes some noises, right? So can you make some ocean noises? Psh, psh. Oh, those are excellent noises. Good job, friends. Now, let's imagine that the ocean gets a little rougher. A storm is brewing. The storm's not here yet, but the storm is brewing. How can you move your body to be an ocean with a storm brewing and starting up? Psh, psh. Oh no, the storm's getting bigger and bigger. Psh, psh. Crash, crash, crash. Show me with your bodies and make the noises like a storm is brewing on the ocean. Crash. And just like all storms, it starts to settle down. And our movements get gentler and gentler until we are a nice, calm ocean again. Don't forget those noises. Shh. Excellent job, my friends. So that's the first of our settings, a nice, gentle ocean. We probably won't get to a rough, stormy ocean, just a nice, gentle ocean. Now, the second setting that we need to make is a forest. I want everyone to close your eyes, and in your mind, imagine what your favorite plant is. It can be anything. It could be a fruit plant. It could be a bush that's in your garden. It could be something totally made up. I think I'm going to make a rainbow berry plant. Once you have that in your imagination, I want you to think about how that plant looks. And I want you to start to grow your body into how that plant might look. My rainbow berry plant has one stalk that goes way up tall and then a bunch of little leaves around here. And this is where the berries come from, I've decided. So think about how your plant looks, grow that plant, and show me that with your body. I'm going to give you a few more seconds to figure out how your plant looks. Oh, that's good. Good job. Now, I want you to shrink your plant into its seed on the count of 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, on the count of 10, we're going to grow our plant because plants grow out of seeds. So we are now the seed and we're going to grow our plant. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent job, friends. Nicely done. So we now have two settings for our story. First is an ocean. Second is a forest. The last setting that we need to make is the setting that you're in right now, your home. So think about a piece of furniture in your home. Maybe it's your favorite piece of furniture. Maybe it's someone else's favorite piece of furniture. My favorite piece of furniture is my giant couch. Oh, it's so big and comfy. And I want you to figure out how you can make your body into that piece of furniture. Because my couch is so big, I'm going to try to stretch out as long as I can. But then it's comfy, right? So we got to make it comfy, lay back maybe a little bit. Oh yeah, there's a good comfy couch. How about you? What kind of furniture piece are you doing? Oh, those are some good furniture pieces. Show me those with your body. And show me how you feel about those furniture pieces. Oh yeah, that's really good. All right, so those are our three settings: an ocean, a forest, and your home. Can anybody guess what today's book is? Those are some really good guesses. Any more? Well, today's book is Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. Did anybody guess this book? If so, good job. Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. The night Max wore his wolf suit, he made mischief. What's mischief? Can we pad out those syllables, mischief? Ready? Mischief. 2 syllables. One more time. Mischief. Mischief means he made trouble. He got into trouble and did all sorts of naughty things. He made mischief of one kind. You see how he's hammering a nail into the wall? I bet he didn't ask his parents' permission for that. And another kind, do you see what he's doing in this? He's chasing his poor little dog with a fork. Oh, Max. His mother called him Wild Thing. And Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Max looks pretty upset about that. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world around him. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat just for Max, and he sailed off through night and day, and in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. We're going to pause our book right there, and we are going to act out the story. I'm going to start off as Max, and remember, I need your help to be all of those different settings. So the first setting in the book is our house. Remember that big furniture, that comfy sofa that I made? Make your furniture right now. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. The night Max wore his wolf suit, he made mischief of one kind and another. Pretend that I am bouncing all over the furniture that you have just made. If you want to bounce with me and be Max, that's okay too. We're bouncing all over the furniture. But then Mom called us a wild thing. I am a wild thing. And I said, "I'll eat you up." And then Mom sent me to bed without any supper. And so, then, a forest grew in Max's room. So, remember, we're going to make our seeds. Ready? Make your seed. Down, down, down. And we're going to grow on the count of 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and the forest grew all around Max. And he went and explored through this forest, under the trees, over the roots. Oh, there's a big log. We gotta step over it, right? Oh. Phew. And he explored all through the forest until he got to an ocean. Can you be the ocean, friends? Arms out, waving gently back and forth. Shh, shh. And Max found a private boat just for himself. And he stepped into the boat and he unfurled the sail and off he went. And he sailed over a day, through the night, in and out of weeks and almost over a year until he came to the land of the wild things. Now, we need to put on our wild things. I have a special thing for us all. This is my magic bag. Do you see my magic bag? I actually left a magic bag for each of you in your household. So go find the magic bag. It's imaginary. And we're going to open up our magic bag. And in this magic bag is everything that we need to become a wild thing. We have our wild thing head. Put that wild thing head on. Make sure it's nice and tight. Our wild thing skin. Rub that all over. We have our wild thing arms. Put those on. Oh yes, ferocious wild thing arms. And our wild thing legs. Oh yeah, those wild thing legs feel good. Some of you might even have a wild thing tail. Oh, here's mine. It's really long. Put that wild thing tail on. And now we are the wild things. Rawr! Show me your best wild thing roar. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Rawr! Oh, nicely done. Those were some fierce wild things. And while Max was with the wild things, he played. They played jump rope. They played swinging through the vines. In fact, they played whatever they wanted to. And then they had a wild rumpus. A wild rumpus is very simply a big old dance party. Show me your best dance moves. Ready? Go. Come on, you can do it. Keep dancing. And then they made Max king of the wild things. And he said, go to bed without any supper. And so they did. The wild things all curled up. Show me how you can curl up, my little wild thing. They curled up and fell fast asleep. Good job, friends. Thank you for playing along with me today. We need to finish our story to see how it turns out. So remember, Max sailed in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Arr. Till Max said, be still, and tamed them with a magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. So in their wild rumpus, they are jumping and yelling at the moon. They're swinging through the vines just like we did. And they are dancing their biggest dance party just like we did. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. And the wild things cried, oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up, we love you so. And Max said, no. The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. And Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye, and sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. We have to do one last thing. We're still in our Wild Thing get up. We need to take all of these parts and put them back in our magic bag. Take off your head, your arms, your legs, your tail, and all of that Wild Thing skin, and put it back in your magic bag. Now, if you want to keep your magic bag, that's great. Put it in a very safe place so that you remember where it is. Thank you for joining us today for Playmaking Live. We hope to see you next week where we have another book to read. And I hope, parents, that you will comment in the comments below to tell us what some of your favorite books are, and maybe we can choose one of those to do as part of our Playmaking Live. Thank you.